Okay, today we are going to set up our Trader Workstation for IBKR. All right, first thing first, we will need to download the Trader Workstation, in short TWS software, onto your desktop like this. Once you have this logo, you will need to double click on this logo, all right, to come into the login page. Once you key in your user ID and password, you may log in. It will take a while to load up all the information. There's a 2FA, so once you use your handphone to activate the approval for 2FA, you continue downloading the software. So the initial software will come with two windows. One window will be all about the news, which you can just go to the right corner and close it. All right. After which, this is the default platform that you will see in your TWS. All right. So it's kind of complicated here. What we want to do is we want to set up to something that we are familiar with and easy to use for us. First thing first, there are a few buttons or tabs at the bottom of the window, which is Mosaic, Classic TWS, Learn, News and Research. Some of you may not have news and research, but it's okay. So what we need to do next is to click on the plus button, which is to add in additional windows. So we are going to set 3 different windows in this goal. All right. First thing first, just click on the plus button. Now, at this window, it asks us to add a tab. All right, so you have to enter a name for our tab. So the first tab that we're going to set up will be Monitor tab, for us to monitor our portfolio and orders entries. So just click in Monitor, then we'll click on Create. Once you are into this page, the next step is to go to the new window on the top left-hand corner, click on it, and you get a menu, a drop-down menu here. So first thing first, we'll click on the portfolio. So you have a portfolio window here. All right. We will need to do another one, which is the order entry. So click on the new window again. Go down to Order Management. And once you are at the Order Management, select Trade Summary. Click on it, and you get the second window. So in this whole setup window, you can actually move around the windows itself and the particular item that you want to move. So what you can do is you can move your mouse to the black row here, click and hold your mouse, and you can move your window to any position that you like. So for the activity summary window, we will just move it down to the bottom. So this is about the size that we can we require. So you can also adjust the window width and height. Once you move your cursor to the end of the window, the edge of the window, click and hold the button. You can just drag to expand or contract the window size. You can also adjust the height by clicking on the top edge, and you can move up and down. Okay, so this is about the size that we require. So once you are set with this, go to the next one, the portfolio window, whereby we can also adjust to the size that we want. Okay, left and right. So once you are here, for the activities window, we need to add in a few more tabs in the window itself. There's a plus button here, whereby the moment you click, you have a drop-down menu. So just select Trades, add in one more tab, Trades, add in another tab called Orders. So this is basically for us to view our orders and our trades over time. All right. So as for here, these are some of the information that is given to us when we have our positions entered or our trades done. Okay, but this is not enough information for us to do, so we need to add in more information for us to actually monitor our trades. All right, So how do you add in extra columns here? This is all the columns for the different information that we require. So go to the top right hand corner where you can see the gear button or the sun button. Click on it. Go to setting. Click on setting. You'll come to this page. All right. So the market data columns is what you see in this window itself. All right. So there are only 7 of them currently. So we're going to add in a few more. So to add in the additional ones, we need to come to the right column, the available columns here, to key in some information. The first one that we need will be type in the word drill down. So you can see drill down here. Click on the drill down, click on the add button. You will go to the left window. So now the drill down is on the top of the list. So the next things that we need to add in, the next item that we need to add in would be mark. Type in M-A-R-K. So we need the mark price. So scroll down the list and you can see the word mark. Click on the mark and add. The mark will go over to the left window. The next one that we need to key in would be unrealized P&L. So you can see an unrealized P&L here. Click on it and add it over. All right. There's one more that we need to key in. Will be underlying. So select the underlying price. Add over. We will need to add in the last one, which is days to last trading day. Days to last trading days. Click on this, add over. So once you have here, technically there are 12 items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have to arrange them in sequence so that it's easier for us to monitor. So how do you arrange in sequence? For example, if you click on days to last trading days, then the arrow on the right will be able to move you up or down. So what we're going to do is we're going to shift the days to last trading days to under the position. The underlying price, we need to bring it down below the mark. Below the average price. The mark will go above the underlying price. Market value will go down to below the underlying price. The unrealized profit will be above the last. So once this is done, this is the sequence that we want it to be. So once all is done, you just click on the apply, then OK. So now you have all the 12 items on this stretch. All right. However, the column size are not properly done. So you may want to adjust the columns accordingly to your preference. So for example, the first one is daily P&L. So to adjust the column width, what you need to do is make sure you highlight the column and it turns yellow. Go to the edge and you can start to click and hold the button. You can start to drag up and down to expand the size. All right, let's say now I want to adjust my financial instrument. So I need to highlight it to yellow, goes to the edge whereby the mouse becomes a two-sided arrow. Click and hold and you can drag the size. So you can proceed with the rest. Okay, so this is about the size, the column size that is possible for us to view most of our information. So for this plus and minus, it's called the drill down. You can see the little box says drill down. So this column technically will shows you if you have any options positions, especially like vertical options or any combo options. Yeah, what you want to view the options detail, the plus minus will be here for you to click and open up and see the details. This is the daily P&L that is reflected based on whatever P&L that was done and completed based on yesterday's last closing price. Financial instrument would be the ticker name. Positions would be the lot size, the quantity of our position, the number of lots that will be reflected here. Days to last trading days will show you the balance days of your options in this column. Average price would be the trade price, the traded price for our options or our stocks. Mark price will reflect the current market price for the stocks or the current premium for the option. Underlying price will state the underlying price of the particular ticker for your options. Market value would be your net liquidity value. Unrealized profit will be your PL open. So last will be the last price and change will be based on the yesterday's last change. So once this is done, click on the lock on the top right hand corner, the green lock, click on it and you can save the changes. So once this is done, we will proceed to the second tab. Go to the add button again. Now we'll add in the trade tab. Click, add the tab. The name here, we'll just click in trade, T-R-A-D. Then you create. So in the trade tab, technically, we will require our buying stocks entry as well as our option chain. So once you create the trade tab, goes to the new window on the top left hand corner, drop down the list, look for order entry. So once you have an order entry, click on the order entry, the window will appear. Then goes to the new window menu again, scroll down and look for option chain. Click on the option chain, you get your option chain out here. Same thing, I can move around the windows that I open by clicking on the top black row here, click and hold. When the window turns green, you can move around. So this is about the size that we require. So you can just move here for your option chain. Okay, go to the edge of the window to expand the window broader. Okay, so once this is done, do the same for your order entry. So once you're at the order entry, for example, here the default setting was Google, and the default quantity is 100 for the shares. So this is the order entry area is for you to buy stocks. All right, option chain is for you to do your option trade. So we need to do some setting for the default on the quantity. We will set it to 1. So go to the top right corner of this window. Click on it. On the setting again, you come to here. All right. After that, scroll down all the way to the bottom for the presets. Click on the presets. Then go to the middle portion whereby it says modify stocks presets. Click on the stocks. and we will create a new presets for stocks. Click on the new presets for stocks, change the quantity for the size, change the quantity from 100 to 1. Then apply, OK. As for the option chain, your default here will shows you 8 strikes. You have 8 strike price in the option chain. So we want to change it to maximum. So click on the button and there's a drop down list. Click on all. Now you have a whole list of options here. Currently you don't see any prices here is because we have not subscribed to any data. So there's no prices as reflected here. So in this option chain or in IBKR, we cannot find an item called probability ITM. What we need to do is we need a replacement item called delta. So delta is used to replace probability ITM in IBKR. So how do you insert a column for the delta? Move your cursor to the item, the column called bit size, and on top of the bit size, it shows another insert column or remove bit size. So you have to click on the insert column. Then the drop down list comes in. Move your cursor to Greeks, Greeks, and select delta. Click on delta, and you got one extra column called delta. All right. So once you have subscribed to data, all the information, all the prices will be reflected here. So here our option chain will be in tab form. So you can see there are only 4 tabs here. To see more of the options, you just need to click on the more and you can select more options over here. For example, if I click on February 23, 24, you'll get extra information for additional options in the tabs. All right, this is to set up the trade tabs in our IBKR. So the last step that we will need to set up will be the charts. So same thing, we'll go to the plus at the bottom, click on it to create a new tab. So this tab we'll call the tab, name the tab as charts. And you create. So in the chart window, we will require our watch list and a chart. So go to the new window on the top left hand corner, click on it to have the drop down, scroll down to charts, then click on advanced chart. So you have your chart here. After which, go to the new window again, look for watch list, click on the watch list. So you have your watch list here. So we will adjust the window size again, click and hold and move the window accordingly. So for the watch list, we don't need so big size. We can just narrow it down to maybe 2.5 or 3 boxes. And the chart we will bring to the right hand side. So you can expand the size of the watch list up and down. Okay, likewise, expand the charts. Go to the edge, click and hold, drag it down. So in the chart, we will add in an indicator called the Bollinger Band. To add in the indicator, we have to go to the top indicator tab, click on it, then select Bollinger Bands. So now you have your Bollinger Bands here, but this Bollinger Bands is a bit complicated, so we want to simplify it. We can edit the properties of it. So move your mouse to the BB22 and you can see an I, a gear, and an X. If you do not want this indicator, just click on the X and you disappear. All right. So now let's add in the Bollinger Band again. and we will edit the properties to what we want. So goes to the gear button or the setting button, click on it. So once you are here, the default setting is 22. Keep it as it is. We go to style. Click on the style, it comes to this window. So for the medium, we will change the medium to, change the color to green. All right. The thickness of the line to be the second thickness size. So once this is done, click on the next one, the upper. The upper, we will select red color. Same thing, the thickness will change to the number 2 thickness. The lower will change to purple. Thickness also change to 2. As for the plot black background, we do not need it. Just click on this button and it will disappear. So once it is done, click on OK. So for this, you are more or less done with the settings of the IBKR platform. Now that we are done, click on the lock button to save the setting. So now you have 3 tabs. The monitor tab for us to monitor our positions as well as our orders, our entries, and our trades. Okay, for the trade, we can buy our stocks directly from this tab, this window, and do our options in this area. The charts will be for us to look out for our under the watch list, our stocks that we prefer, and the chart itself to see whether it's a good opportunity for us to enter the trade. And that's it for today. In case all of you need to transfer the platform to a desktop computer, you may want to save all these settings up. So go to File, scroll down to Setting, Layout Setting, then save Setting as. Give it a name. All right, you may want to put in, like, for example, ABC. Click here on the file name, my IBKR settings, and you want to select whether you want to go to the desktop or any other folder that you require, and save the file. So in future, when you move to the next computer, you can just go to File and call out your Save Layout, Recovery, and Settings here.